Shalom. Last thought about giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and Ezra great millstone salutations to the Philet that's pushing the truth. Across the floor comes the earth, all faith, truth, and sincerity. This I'm gonna want to buy back giving us sitting. I'm not gonna make this too long. We're going to about today Halloween. How what this day really is about. You got people out here still celebrating this holiday or whatever. This I ain't gonna say holiday. It's just a day, right? And then, like I said, you got the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites that still participate in this day, Halloween, not knowing the origin or what it's about. They still in their mind of old costumes and candy and having a costume Halloween party. Israelites still stuck on stupid, basically. But only the elect of the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites, understand that this day, Halloween, is a day that you should not be even participating in or doing anything, not even being involved in it, we should not even give it no attention or no type of energy to it. But you have the so-called Negro, but you got so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites out here still, involved in it, and they think, it's okay, but it ain't okay for you Israelites to celebrate it. You so-called Negro, Latinos, and natives should not be celebrating this day or any other these heathen holidays. Christmas and Thanksgiving, which that's next month. After this day over with Halloween. We got Thanksgiving coming up, and then Christmas. In December. So you don't supposed to be celebrating those days. Easter. You don't supposed to be celebrating those days, man. It ain't got nothing to do with us. It got nothing to do with the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites. But I'm going to the Halloween origins. The Halloween originated from the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain, a pagan celebration marking the end of the harvest and the start of winter. Celebrated over 2,000 years ago, Samhain fell on November 1st in the modern calendar. The Celtics believed that the veil between the living and the dead was thinnest on the night before the new year, October 31st, when the ghost of the dead returned to the earth. So these heathens, man, like this is they day to celebrate, these so-called Edomites and so forth. They into that shit. The so-called Negro, Latino, natives ain't supposed to be involved in it. Like I said, they with that dead, and messing with ghosts and the dead and stuff like that. Conjuring up spells, or it may be, all this stuff like that, man. And you so-called Negro, Latino, natives ain't supposed to be putting your energy into this day or doing anything. Just don't get involved in it, because it's wicked. It has nothing. It ain't righteous. It's wicked. Let's see some more on this. Let's see. So I'll go to the ancient Celtic origins of Samhain. So beliefs, Celtics believe that on that night before the new year, October 31st, the line between the living and the dead, bird and ghost of the dead returned to the earth. Traditions to ward off hostile spirits, people lit bonfires and wore costumes. The fires were meant to guide the spirits of ancestors and scare away harmful ones. Yeah, whatever. Say in some traditions, places were set at the table for the dead, and places by the fire were kept warm for them, as their souls were thought to return home. Um, see. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, man, like I say, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, so the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, like, shouldn't even, get involved in this. This is, don't get involved in this right here, man. It's like it conjuring up bad spirits, man. Even though I read something that say it puts a ward off bad ones, but or whatever. Nah, no, because you playing with the dead, you playing with the spiritual realm and all that. Like, you know, you're getting involved and all that. But no, it's for these heathens, man. It ain't got nothing to do with the Israelites. The Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, they supposed to not, get involved in this. But I'm gonna get some scriptures on this because I ain't gonna make this too long. This is Jeremiah 10:2. Thus said the Lord, Yahweh shall learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. So the Lord Yahweh Shai, he's saying, hey, learn not the way of the heathen. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, like saying, don't learn the ways of the so-called white man, Esau, Edomite doubles, all these other heathen nations, of their traditions or whatever. It has nothing to do with us. Get away from it, It's not of the Lord. It has nothing to do with the Lord, So, don't get it. Don't get caught up in all this, the heathen ways of they seeing stuff in the sky and be in awe what may be the things they see in the sky. It should not get so excited about it. I should say. If you understand the scriptures, you understand the word of the Lord. If you're into it, if you're into the ways the Lord Yahweh Shai in His word, like, okay, these things supposed to come about within in the heavens, the signs and the stuff like the new moon, new blood moons, or whatever it may be, that you may see. Don't get so caught up in it. That's prophecy or scriptures of it. It's supposed to happen, but like I say, these traditions of these other heathen nations, the so-called white man, Esau, Edomites, they celebrate, and these other nations, we ain't supposed to be involved in it. So-called Negro, Latinos, they ain't supposed to be involved in it. But Jeremiah 10:3, for the customs of the people are vain. So the customs of the people are vain. So the customs of the heathen people, then I said the so-called white man, Esau, Edomite doubles, where they celebrate these holidays or whatever. It's vain, it's empty, it don't mean nothing, it's bullshit. You wasting your time buying, like I said, they buying a whole bunch of candy, or you going to house and get some candy and a costume and walking up and down the street, and just it's a waste of time and money. Don't you so-called Negro, Latino natives, don't get involved there, leave it alone, man. But it's some more on here, but the rest of it goes into. The scripture goes into about Christmas, but I read it for one cut of a tree out of the forest and work of the hands of the workman with an axe. So that goes into about Christmas, which I go into that when the time I go into in December when that time comes around. But it's just like I said, the customs of people are vain, man. So it don't mean nothing. It's bullshit. It's stupid, right? But and me myself, first and foremost, I'm glad that came out that mindset of. A long time ago, I've been out of it, the mindset of these days that Halloween and Thanksgiving, all that. I've been out that mind frame of participating in them, involved, and it's just another day to me, So let me see. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to I don't make this too long. Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach Yahushua. So beware. So we so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, like beware. And Apostle Ellsberger must not tell you to beware of these philosophies, the things of this world, the heathen nations, what they push out there, the traditions of this world, Halloween, what it may be, telling you that it's okay. That is not okay. I'm getting you scriptures on to tell you, hey, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, like say, stay away from these false doctrines, these false ways, these heathen traditions of the so-called white man, Esau, Edomite doubles, and these other heathen nations, or these other heathen nations, or their traditions, like the Chinese and all the Japanese, all them, what they get into. These other other nations. Don't get involved in their traditions. Only get involved with you supposed to get into your customs. You so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites. Only get involved in your customs in the ways of the Lord Yahweh Shai in the Bible, the scriptures that the apostles and the Ellsberger Millstone teach you, what high holy days that you're supposed to be acknowledging and observing, So, let's see. So, I didn't want to make this too long, so I just want to go into that, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, like ain't supposed to be celebrating this day of Halloween, man. It had nothing to do with you, but hey, you're gonna have 2/3 Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites not gonna listen. They're gonna be hard headed. They're gonna do what they want to do. So even though you tell them, hey, we ain't supposed to be doing it, they don't care. They're gonna be like, I'm still gonna put my costume on and party and eat candy and act a fool. So let them do what they want to do. But they let the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Israelites gonna obey the Lord's word, obey the words of the Lord Yahweh Shai, and with the apostles and the Elderbergers, Brother Graham started teaching and telling them, hey, don't go that way, don't get involved in the ways of the other nations, the heathen nations, of what they do. Stay away from it. It's gonna lead to death and destruction. So with that, I didn't want to miss too long. So again, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Kakadash, Bahashem Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the sister brothers, to the few Akwaf sisters, the do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua keep fighting with us at Shalom.